Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. Dom Santina here with you for the Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder 360 Sprint Series, week number 2 here at Lernerville Speedway. Getting ready as they're going through their drivers' meeting, then they'll come out on track and get ready to go. Last week, we kicked the season off with a fixed race at Volusia. This week, an open race here at Lernerville. Before we get into it, we'll send it down for our pre-race ceremonies and get ready for tonight's action.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're going to look at a few cars in the pits area getting ready for our practice session here. Working on getting ready for tonight's action. Here comes all the cars out onto the speedway. And the cars are ready to go here tonight. Take another wide shot view of the racetrack from high up above. All right, looks like we're going to end our practice session. We're going to get ready for our qualifying session here at Lernerville. Couple cars jumping on track, getting ready to you have a massive mound to come through over the pit road areas. We'll jump to Davin Carter. Also right there is on the side wall. Jump that cushion, go off the corner. Right here, you can see there's that Fats, and Cardwell does it right there as we're talking about it. Goes over that cushion, will come back onto the racetrack. Daniel Burkhart running a 13.57. Miles Jansen at 13.59, and Davin Cardwell just went to 5th on the board at 13.603. Click, Sheridan, Meadows, Blaine Brink, and Connor Dudek rounding out your top 10 for qualifying. There's about 30 seconds left. I'm guessing we'll probably advance the session here. There is Blaine Brink right there. Couple cars still on track. Don't know if they're currently running laps. There's Ryan Scheidt looking ready to come on the racetrack. Scheidt took a 3rd last week in our fixed series, week number 1. Got about 3 seconds to go, and we'll get ready for our first race of the night. Looks like they're going to grid out on the track, so just gonna roll with it here. Some things not wanting to work tonight. Looks like my gridding system's not wanting to work either. Let's take a look. Let's see if we got our cars on track. Go to Eric Wilkie. There they are, getting ready to roll out. inside, Davin Cardwell on the outside of row number 1. Row number 2, Wayne Brink and Larry Moody. Row number 3 on the inside, the 1 of Jacob Schmutz, and on his outside, the 7 of Joel Muller. Row number 4 on the inside, Austin Stern, and on his outside, Tyler Point. In the back in row number 5, you have David Flick and Lachlan Marbury. And here we go, green flag racing. Already, green flag here on 8 laps. Taking some different looks here around the racetrack. Eric Wilkie out front in the 21, or excuse me, the 13 now. Maybe my car numbers are off as well, but they're making their way around. Running in second is, yeah, my car numbers are everything. 70 for second. That's Davin Cardwell. He's going to go to the point here. Battle up front between Wilkie and Cardwell. Slider coming from Cardwell. Couldn't take it that time. Good battle. Davin Cardwell and Eric Wilkie battling out Wayne Brink. Third, Larry Moody in fourth. Here comes Cardwell again to 3 and 4. That time to slide up in front. Wilkie across the line. Wilkie still has it. And on lap 5 of 8. Here they come once again. The line. Make it work. Wilkie still has the lead. This time it's 2 to go. Good battle up front. Larry Moody jumps up in front of Brink for that 3rd and 4th spot. Top 4 battling it out. Great battle. Wilkie's pulled away now. 2 to go. Wilkie, Cardwell, Brink, Moody. Top 4 breaking away, and now they're all the line is ahead into 3 and 4. White flag in the air. This will decide it. Who's going to take it? Eric Wilkie will take the race win. Davin Cardwell second, Larry Moody third, Wayne Brink fourth, Joel Muller fifth, Stern, Barberry, Flick, LaPointe, and Schmutz actually did not make the call, or he left already, and that will round out heat race number 1. We'll get ready with heat race number 2. My gridding system is still not working. So we'll go with what I have, and we'll take a look at cars gridding out on track. I definitely don't have something right. So it looks like it's David Diller on the inside. It's telling me Max Stamball on my sheet. And it's Kevin Click on the outside. I know that one's for sure. Then it's Connor Dudek. I can tell that's who it is. I am the inside of row number 2. And it should be Christopher Monroe, Gage Stevens, Braith Kalen, Aiden Berlin, Jake Erickson, Rico Robles, and Cody Kelly rounding out your order. Here we get to go. What I'm seeing, this is Max Stamball. The car says David Diller. We are off and going. Into turn number 1. Making their way around. Max Stamball out front. Kevin Click in second, Connor Dudek in third. I can get anything working. None of my overlays are working at all, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. Still Max Sandball out front. Back. Kevin Click with the battle back there. Are getting together. Working on 6th of 8 already here. Heat race number 2. Braith Kalen has that final transfer spot right now. One to go, white flag in the air, stand ball out front. He's going to take the race, heat race win. Kevin Click comes across in second, Christopher Monroe third, Kalen fourth, Stevens fifth, Erickson sixth, Kelly seventh, Berlin eighth, Dudek ninth, and Robles, or Dudek eighth, Berlin ninth, Robles 10th. That'll round out heat race number 2. We'll get set for heat race number 3. We'll look at the cars there on track, getting staged. Still don't have my grid going. Let's see, I'm gonna do this just real quick. See if I can get stuff pulled up so we can get all their information out here for you all. Alright, let's go back. We'll give you a look at who's out there on track. There we go. Got it to work that time. Let's see. Daniel Burkhart on the inside of row number 1. And Michael Sheridan to his outside. It's not giving me any of the car information, but we have something going on here. On the inside of row number 2, Kevin Handley. On the outside, AJ Albreda. Let's see, I'm clicking the buttons too many times. This thing's not off to a good start. So here we go. Row number 3 on the inside, the 118 Scott King, and on his outside, the 44 of Garrett Holsey. Bottom inside of row 4, the 420 of Caden Blazer, and on his outside, the 88 of Garrett Boyd. And rounding out heat race number 3 on the inside, the 010 of Zach Whitties, and on his outside, the 10 of Ryan Scheidt. And we are green flag racing here with heat race number 3. There we go. Here's the scoreboard up there. As you can see the ticker going across the top of your screen. So some things start to come together a little bit, and now my screen starts to go away from me. Not the best night, but we're going to make do with what we have. Look at this shot right here. Car going up on that outside banking. There's Daniel Burkhart out to the earlier race lead. Second there with us. Things not working the greatest. Handle what we have and go with it. Roll with the punches. Contact between the 20 of Burkhart and it looked like the 22 of Alvareda. Keep it go straight, keep it both rolling. Box view. There is the 15 of Michael Sheridan. He is your race leader. Already pulling away with 4 laps left to go. 3 laps left to go now. refresh. There we go. So Michael Sheridan out front, AJ Alvarado, Daniel Burkhart, Derek Polsey. The top 4. Those 4 would advance. 2 laps left to go here in heat race number 3. Coming to the line, there's your leader, Michael Sheridan. Let's go look back at Polsey. Let's go. Here they come through 3 and 4, 1 and 2 on the last lap. Correction. Halsey making his way down the back stretch. Michael Sheridan going to come take the heat race win. AJ Alvarado will make the call. Daniel Burkhart and Garrett Halsey take the final spot. Woody's, Hanley, Scheidt, King, Blazer, and Boyd going to have to go to our LCQs here in just a little bit. And with that, let's get set for, let's double check if I'm on the right thing. Keep it rolling. Heat race number 4 should be gridding out here, unless we're going to skip it if we don't have enough. We don't have any cars coming into the grid. Maybe it's just going to take them a minute or 2. There we go, we got a few cars coming. So my overlays are not working right again. Let's see what we do. I'm going to have to refresh this every time. So we'll get to a good camera view so you can see everybody, and we'll run through the grid hopefully really quick. Let's click on your pole sitter. On the inside, running the 67, the pole sitter for heat race number 4. There's Miles Jansen on his outside, the 42 of Cody Meadows. Row 2, inside, 75 of Michael Berthay on his outside, the 95 of Dakota Kuhn. Row 3 on the inside, the 19 of Troy Wagaman, and on his outside, the 049 of Jeffrey Herrick. Row 4, inside, 716 of Chris Vogel, outside, 48 of Carter Chevalier. Row 5, rounding out the last heat race, the 23 of Alex Szerzynski, and on his outside, the 28 of Zach Rounds. 10 cars, 4 spots, final heat race, 8 laps, here we go. Go back to my favorite view, the press box view, and already out front, the 67 of Miles Jansen. Trying to secure his spot to the main correctly, and the pole dash. Cody Meadows in second, Michael Berthay, now Troy Wagaman Jr. jumping up there. Challenging Michael Berthay for that 3rd and 4th spot. That's the front transfer spot. That B-C main, there's some contact with the 42 of Cody Meadows. He'll drop to the 4th spot. Let's keep an eye on him because he might drop farther. He hit that outside wall, then got into Troy Wagaman Jr. Now he's track here. That's your final transfer spot. Miles Jansen already 0.7 of a second out in front. Away from this behind. They're now 7 miles to make their way around. Wagaman to the inside. He's going to try to slide up and take away that 2nd spot from Berthay. He's got it as they head down the back stretch into 3 and 4. Better, but a couple things still off. I'll figure out what I got to do to get those set and ready to go. Across the stream, if I can speak, stays good. And figure out the graphics thing, but we at least got the ticker up there for you so you can see what's going on. White flag, I believe. Yep, white flag lap. Miles Jansen on cruise control. 1.2 seconds up on everybody. He's in 3 and 4 already. He's going to come around and take the heat race win. Troy Wagaman and Michael Berthay and Cody Meadows going to advance. Kuhn, Herrick. Szerzynski, Vogel, Chevalier, and Rounds all rounding out the order. We'll get ready to reset for our LCQs. We're going to get ready for our C main on tap. Let's take a look at our grid here. Some cars already checking in. Grid now. Let's check our grid. Like I said, something's not working here with the grid quite so much, but on the inside here in the C main, the 10 of Ryan Scheidt. On his outside, the 23 of Alec Szerzynski, who we just saw in that last heat race. Then you have the 56 of David Flick. He'll be starting third on the inside of row number 2. On his outside, the 59 of Connor Dudek. Row number 3. On the inside, the 420 of Caden Blazer. And on his outside, the 716 of Chris Vogel. Row number 4, the 023 of Tyler Lapointe on the inside, and on the outside, the 013 of Aiden Berlin. Row number 5, starting on the inside, the 118 of Scott King. On his outside, the 48 of Carter Chevalier. Row number 6, on the inside, the 1 of Jacob Schmutz. On his outside, the 072 of Rico Robles. And rounding out the field here in the C main, starting on the inside, the 88 of Garrett Boyd, the 28 of Zach Rounds. We'll get set here for our C main. I do believe 4 advanced. That's what advanced last week, so would expect more to go here in this C main here at Lernerville. We're about to go green flag racing. Lights are off on the pace truck there as the stream goes dark again. We'll bring it back here. Like I said, just bear with us. Couple things not working out tonight. We'll figure them out, get them ready to go for our next race. But just bear with us as we go through it. Here we go. They're going to come out of turn 4 this time. C main, 12 laps, and we are green flag racing. Here they come right at you. Ryan Scheidt right into the lead. Scheidt last week took a 3rd place finish at Volusia, so he had a good start to the season. Hoping to continue that here tonight. He jumps out into the C main. Got to get in one of those transfer spots to advance to the C main. There he is, working on lap 2 of 12. Chris Davis won our C main last week, not in it here tonight. Ryan Scheidt got to work his way back through. Scheidt last week got the heat race win at Volusia. Not so lucky here at Lernerville. A little bit different track, different surfaces, different conditions, different techniques for each one of these racetracks, and he's got to work his way through tonight to have a chance to follow up with a podium finish again tonight. Goal number 1, just to get into the B main, and he's got to race his way up through to get into the A main, and then race up through that field to try to get on the podium. I'm sure if he just gets into the A main tonight, he'll call it a good night. You can see how bumpy it's getting down there through that front stretch. Car bouncing all around the racetrack. That top line. Like I said in the open, I love this racetrack because of that corner in 1 and 2 where there's no fence until you get back off the corner. Kind of the same there in 3 and 4. You jump that cushion, you're in a lot of trouble. You can see how far that wall is back there in 1 and 2. A lot of room to go over the corner. You don't damage your car as much, but you definitely lose a lot of time jumping that cushion. It's Scheidt, Szerzynski, Lapointe, Rounds. Your top 4 as Aiden Berlin jumping in there into that 4th spot. We'll go back and look at this battle as Scheidt's already pulled 1.1 seconds away out in front with 4 to go, coming to 3 to go. We got a caution on the racetrack with 3 to go. Not quite sure who it is. Not seeing Carter Chevalier maybe? Yeah, it might be. Let's go back and look just a little bit. Let's go to instant replay. Let's see if he has something happen here. Running the top side there through in 3 and 4. Comes down the front stretch. Does he spin out here? Nothing there. Oh, no, it wasn't him. It was right in front of him. Didn't see who it was, but right in front of Carter Chevalier. Spun out. Around he went. Caution comes out. We'll get back to the front of the field. Reset your order. Let's see if we can get the top 10 to work here. Yep, there it is. Ryan Scheidt, your race leader. Alex Szerzynski in second. Tyler LaPointe third. Aiden Berlin in fourth. Zach Rounds fifth. David Flick sixth. Scott King seventh. Rico Robles eighth. Garrett Boyd ninth. And Caden Blazer in 10th. Got some new names that I'm not familiar with here tonight, which is good. Always like to see new talent in the series. So here we go. We'll get ready to go. Lights are still on the pace truck, so we're going to go around one more time here. Hopefully next time when it gets to the backstretch, lights will go out. Looks like they're already out. We'll get set to go with this restart. 2 laps to go when they click the green flag. Ryan Scheidt has led so far from the green flag, now trying to lead straight through to the checkered flag. Gonna make their way through 3 and 4 this time. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Here they come right at you. 2 laps left to go to decide this C main. Ryan Scheidt working the top side of the racetrack there, down the back stretch. Got some cars working the low line now, but Scheidt and Szerzynski working that top line. To the bottom goes LaPointe. Trying to work in there as well. Checkered flag in the air. Ryan Scheidt going to take the race win. Szerzynski come across in second. LaPointe third. Berlin in fourth. Rounds fifth. Robles, Flick, Boyd, Chevalier, Blazer, your top 10. Dudek, King, Schmutz, and Vogel. And it looks like maybe Scott King was the one that went around. Not quite sure. Jacob Schmutz maybe too. Bringing out that caution. Can't say for sure, but possibilities there. That'll round out the C main. We'll get set for our B main. Get ready to go. They're already starting to grid out on the track. So we'll give you a look at how this is going to turn out. On the inside of row number 1 on the pole for this B main, the 7 of Joel Moeller. And on his outside, the 50 of Gage Stevens. Row 2. On the inside, the 10 of Zach Whitties. On the outside, the 95 of Dakota Kuhn. On the inside of row number 3, starting 5th, the 000 of Austin Stern. On his outside, the 114 of Jake Erickson. Row number 4 on the inside, starting 7th, the 110 of Kevin Hanley. On his outside, the 049 of Jeffrey Herrick. Row number 5, the 470 of Lachlan Barberry. And on his outside, the 13 of Cody Kelly. Row number 6 on the inside, your C main winner, the 10 of Ryan Scheidt. On his outside, the 23 of Alex Szerzynski. Final row, starting in the back on the inside, your final 2 transfers from the C main, the 23 of Tyler LaPointe and the 13 of Aiden Berlin. Getting set, 5 cars will advance. We'll have this, our pole dash, and our A main. Top 5 go to the show, the rest go home. We're going to get ready to decide who are those 5 cars that are going to advance. Pace truck should be down and away this time. We'll get ready to go. Green flag racing, 14 laps, all under the green flag. And here we go. Right at you. Off the start, Joel Moeller jumping out to the race lead. Then it is Tyler LaPointe now out front. They're swapping battle. Now here comes Gage Stevens, battling it out as they come into the corner. Joel Moeller out front, trying to pull away. He makes his way around. So it's Moeller, Whitty, Stevens, Kuhn, Erickson. As we're working on lap number 3, 2 already in the books. Take a look back here. Ericsson's got the final transfer spot, and we got a caution on the racetrack. Didn't see exactly who it was. Possibly Tyler LaPointe. Let's go back, take a quick look, see if we can see who it was. Tyler LaPointe have some trouble? Might have been further back than that. Let's see. Not quite sure, but there is a caution on the racetrack. Saw a car go over the, yep, that was probably Tyler LaPointe. He had to go into the pits. That probably brought out part of the caution re-entering the racetrack. I know sometimes here that can cause an issue. So let's jump back up. We are back green. No, that was probably from the replay. If I get it up to date here, we're still under caution. There is your race leader. See if we have enough time, we'll show you the top 10 here real quick. Joe Moeller, Zach Woody's, Gage Stevens, Dakota Kuhn, Jake Erickson holding on to that 5th and final transfer spot. You see him go through 1 and 2, changing as it goes, so we'll get it off the screen. Ryan Scheidt up into the top 10. Joel Moeller still out in front, your race leader, working his way through, trying to navigate these 14 laps. He's getting all the pressure he can handle from Zach Woody's down there on the bottom line, running that 0-10 car. It's Gage Stevens, Dakota Kuhn, Erickson, Hanley, Stern, Barberry, Berlin, Scheidt. Let's go back. Here's Ryan Scheidt in 10th place. He was your C-main winner. He got on the podium, contact there with the 47. Barberry going to go backwards. You see him working that bottom line this time, or no, top line, like he did in the B main, or C main, excuse me, trying to make his way up. He's up to the 9th position. He's got to pick up 4 more spots in a matter of about 7 laps. Here we're looking at Gage Stevens in the 5 car. Working in that 3rd place spot, right behind him, the 95 Dakota Kuhn, Jake Erickson, that final transfer spot in the 114. Out front, it's still Joel Moeller by about 9/10 of a second. As they make their way around, working on 5 to go. Contact there, that's going to stack everybody up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars battling for second on back, side by side. This is going to get really interesting really quick. Austin Stern up to the 3rd spot. He's in that 75 car. He's looking to take the 2nd spot away from Gage Stevens. Then you got the 14 of Jake Erickson in 4th. Dakota Kuhn in the 5th place spot. So Whitty handling all of them, getting bumped out with 3 to go. Scheidt still in the 9th place spot. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to repeat his podium finish from last week. Let's go back here and look at Dakota Kuhn, though. He's got that final transfer position right now. Making our way around, coming to the white flag. Joel Moeller out front by 0.8 of a second. Off the racetrack goes Dakota Kuhn. That puts Zach Woody's back into a transfer spot. He makes a big run through 3 and 4. Moeller wins. Stevens 2nd, Erickson 3rd, Stern 4th. Woody's picking up that final spot. Scheidt just missing out the cut in 6th. Berlin in 7th. LaPointe 8th. Kuhn 9th. Barberry 10th. Szerzynski 11th. And rounding out, there's a couple more there that I missed to end it, but we're going to get set for our pole dash. That means we'll have at least one new guy on the tops or on one of the steps of the podium. Let's get ready for our pole dash. Gonna have quite a few cars coming out here on track. Let's see, we have AJ Albreda, Kevin Click, Davin Cardwell, Michael Sheridan, Max Stambaugh, Eric Wilkie, and Miles Jansen, and Troy Wagaman Jr. So 8 cars, top 2 from each heat race, coming out here on track. Get to our press box view here. This is the one we've been watching most of the night. 6 laps for this pole dash. There we go. On the inside, let's see, who do we got on the inside? That's AJ Albreda, and on his side, outside, Kevin Click. Then you got the 70 of Davin Cardwell. Looks like to his outside, that looks to be the 01 of Braith Kalin. Forgot to mention that he's in here as well. Wagaman's in the back. I see that. He's on the outside. Looks like on the inside of row 3, that looks to be Michael Sheridan. Who do we got to the outside? That's Max Stambaugh there on the outside of row number 3. And then Miles Jansen and Troy Wagaman and Miles Jansen on the back row. Green flag in the air. Lap number 1 underway, and out front goes AJ Albreda. Here comes Davin Cardwell, though, to the inside. Michael Sheridan coming along with him. Working, there's 1 lap in the books, 5 to go. Chaos all over the track. Sheridan in the 3rd spot. Here comes Kevin Click, Max Stambaugh. AJ Albreda is a sitting duck right now in that 2nd place spot. 3 wide back there for 5th, 6th, and 7th. Davin Cardwell on the top of the racetrack. 2 laps complete, 4 to go. Cardwell out front. Albreda holding on to that 2nd spot. Around goes Sheridan. That puts Stambaugh into the 3rd spot. He's going to look to the inside of Albreda. Got a caution. I know that's not it already. Caution on the racetrack with Michael Sheridan going around. So it's Cardwell, Albreda, Stambaugh. Then it looks to be, let's see, Eric Wilkie in 4th, Troy Wagaman, and then you have, let's see, who am I missing here? Braith Kalin in that position. Then you got, looks like they sent Kevin Click to the back too. So it's Wilkie, Wagaman, Kalin, Sheridan, and Click. Davin Cardwell still out front. Albreda, Stambaugh, the top 3. I believe we got through about 3 laps, so we should have 2 to go now, coming to the line to complete lap number 4. Right away, AJ Albreda, he's going to get into Davin Cardwell, turn him around. Max Stambaugh is going to take advantage, though. Try to run to that top line, couldn't get it. Albreda into the inside wall. Here comes Stambaugh to the outside. Stambaugh and Wagaman using that outside line. Almost went 3 wide to the finish line. Albreda out front. 3 wide down the back stretch. Here comes Stambaugh. Max Stambaugh through 3 and 4. He's going to pull through that mess. Is that going to end it? We got 1 more lap. Looks like that's 1 more lap. Yeah, 1 more lap. Here we go. Into 3 and 4. Max Stambaugh, your race leader. Running that bottom line to the line. Stambaugh has it. That's going to do it. And I believe, I'm going to look back at my records, but yes, indeed, Max Stambaugh sweeping both the pole dashes here to start the season. He'll start on the pole once again here for the A main number 2. We're going to take a few minutes to go thank some of our sponsors, and we'll be back with our A main in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Dom Santina here with you. Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder Series 360 Sprint Cars. Yes, that is on my end. That is not on your action issues. Bear with us. We'll get through it. We got 30, main laps to complete to decide our Week 2 winner here at Lernerville for our Open Series. Gonna get ready to go. Grid out on the field. The grid's having a little bit of issues as well, so we're not getting all of our information, but we are getting some. Now remind you, it will change just a little bit as we get set to rearrange our field. Max Stamball, I know for a fact, will be your pole sitter. Then on his outside, well, we'll wait for those top 8 spots to grid out. We'll give them to you as we see them. But starting behind those 8 will be on the inside, the 73 of Larry Moody. To his outside, the 17 of Christopher Monroe. Row 6, starting 11th, the 20 of Daniel Burkhart. On the outside, the 75 of Michael Berthay. On the row 7 inside, the 121 of Blaine Brink. His outside, the 1 of Braith Kalin. Row 8, the 44 of Garrett Halsey. Outside in 16th, the 42 of Cody Meadows. Row 9, your B-main winner, the 7 of Joel Moeller. On his outside, the 50 of Gage Stevens. Row number 10, on the inside, starting 19th on the back row, Austin Stern. To his outside, the 114 of Jake Erickson. It's going to round it out. We'll give you your top 8 just here in a second. We'll go up to the front. Green flag has been waved. We're not going to start the race just quite yet. They're going to sort out this field, reset it. There you go. Max Stamball going to slide down and take that pole position. Eric Wilkie will come around and take second. Davin Cardwell will jump to the 3rd spot. Then Miles Jansen to his outside. Troy Wagaman inside row number 3. AJ Albreda starting 6th on the outside. Kevin Click on the inside of row 4. Michael Sheridan on the outside of that 4th row. I believe we will do a 4-wide salute. Double checking. That might be Thursday night only. That might be my bad. So, going to get set and ready to go. I think coming around to lap number 3, green flag will get set to go. We're going to go 30 green flag only laps. Reminder, last week, if you did not join us for week 1, don't know where you might have been, but it was great action. Royer took the race win. I'm not seeing, I don't think Royer either made it in tonight or made the final. No, Trevor Royer not showing tonight. Kevin Hanley, did he make it in? Not seeing him either, so we're going to have a completely new top 3 cars. None that made the podium last week have a chance of making it because they're not even in the A main tonight. We saw Ryan Scheidt just missed out on the transfer in the B main. Green flag in the air. Mason Hannigan on the throttle. He had the pole position last week. Let's see if he can pay it off this week. Right away, Eric Wilkie trying to take the race lead. Hannigan holds on through 1 and 2. And 3 and 4, he'll lead lap number 1. We make our way around. Look at that, Davin Cardwell jumping up to the top side. He's in that 2nd position. Wagaman pulling quite a move there through 3 and 4. Cutting through the middle of the corner. He went inside, outside there. Miles Jansen cutting in and out on the stream. And we got a caution on the racetrack. Bowler, possibly? Let's go back. Let's take a look. Austin Stern, correction, maybe. Let's go look at Stern. Where did he go? my scoring and timing would not try to keep messing me up. That would be great. Let's take a look. Here we go. Cars all over the racetrack. There goes a car to the inside. Not quite sure who that was. Don't believe that was Stern. You see Stern there in the 75, so it wasn't him that brought out the caution, but we have a caution on the racetrack. We are 3 laps in to our A main feature. Max Standball out in front. There we go, my bad. Had it still on the commercial. So, 3 laps in, Max Standball, your race leader. There he is. Or excuse me, Davin Cardwell out front. Cardwell, remember, took over the race lead. You might not have seen it because that was my bad, forgetting to switch it back over. But Davin Cardwell, your race leader, just 3 laps in. We'll give you the top 10 since I messed up there to have the black screen going on. Davin Cardwell, Max Standball, Eric Wilkie, Troy Wagaman, Miles Jansen, the top 5. Kevin Click, Larry Moody, Michael Sheridan, Christopher Monroe, and AJ Albreda. All ready to go. Here we go. Going to give you a look as they come right at you. Davin Cardwell and Max Standball set to do battle. As they make their way through the backstretch into 3 and 4. Little tap there from Standball. He sends Cardwell far into 1 and 2. And we got another caution on the racetrack. Could this be Wagaman? Go look. Where did he go? He's in pit road, so I'm going to take a pretty good guess that that was Troy Wagaman bringing out the caution. Let's see. Here he is, running back there in about the 4th, 5th spot. Does he jump the cushion? He gets into the wall. Yep, that'll do it. Ooh, takes a hit from Sheridan as well. Actually puts him back up on all 4 wheels. Quite a bit of damage. He's going to head it down pit road. Jonas right back on the racetrack. It's our 2nd caution in just 5 laps. This time we had it on camera for you. No black screen this time. Like I said, if you're having some streaming issues, that's on my end, not on your end. Graphics had a little bit of an issue. Got some of it worked out, at least enough for you to see the scoring ticker there at the top as it tries to update timing and scoring. Now it gets you set. Davin Cardwell took over the race lead about 2 laps in. I think right before that caution came out on lap number 3. It's our 2nd caution of the night. We went through most of the race pretty clean. Not many cautions through the heat races, but a couple here. And now Davin Cardwell going up on the top of the racetrack there. Trying to get that car ready to go for this restart. Looks like the lights are out on the pace truck, which means we're going green this time around. I'm sure Davin Cardwell would love to have this go green flag racing the rest of the way. Dives down off of turn 4. Here he comes right at you into 1 and 2. We are back racing. He goes to the top side. Mason Hannigan to the bottom side. They make their way through 3 and 4. Here's a good view of our TV cameras. Hannigan tries to slide up. Couldn't make it work. Davin Cardwell out front. Standball. Standball. Sorry, not Mason Hannigan. Max Standball trying to drive in there. Take over that lead. He was your pole dash winner. He won one of our heat races. He started on the pole last week, couldn't finish on the podium. Trying to cap it off here in week 2 in the open setup. Car off the back of the racetrack. Is that Wagaman again? Is that Austin? That wasn't Austin Stern. Not quite sure. We have a couple cars. A few laps down right now. Looks like Blaine Brink, Michael Berthay, Austin Stern, and Troy Wagaman. Wagaman looks like he took it to pit road, has not returned since having that caution a couple laps ago. There you can see Max Standball in the 2nd position. We'll take a look back at Eric Wilkie, and he's got a battle with Kevin Click going on for that 3rd and 4th spot. And then right behind him, there's Michael Sheridan and Larry Moody, 5th and 6th. This is the spot for the final spot on the podium, though. Click gets a run into 1 and 2 that time. Slides up the racetrack. Good slider line going. Wilkie going to cross him back over and come back down through 3 and 4. Keep an eye on this battle right here. Now you got Michael Sheridan coming in as well. So Wilkie falling back a little bit. Click up to the 3rd spot. Wilkie in the 4th spot for now. Sheridan working that top line, though, trying to get around Wilkie for the 4th spot. He's got it at the line this time. Behind him, Larry Moody, Christopher Monroe working in as well. And another caution on the racetrack. Miles Jansen, possibly? Let's go look before I lose him. He's in the pits. It's probably a pretty good indication that something happened. Let's see. Yep, there he goes off the berm. Don't know if he got turned or not. Let's take a look. Keep an eye on that 17 car. That's Christopher Monroe. We want Miles Jansen. Where's Miles Jansen? There he is. Let's go take a look. Let's see if something happened. Jump the cushion. Yes, he did. I think he was in the back of the camera. For some reason, the camera wants to keep changing on me. But Miles Jansen, I do believe, was the reason for the caution. See him racing right there. Caution hasn't come out yet. Still on replay here, down through the bottom. Maybe this time in 1 and 2. I think he jumped the cushion or got spun to the outside. Not quite sure. It was down pit road, which usually is a pretty good indication, but either way, we'll jump back up, see what's going on up front here so we don't miss our restart. We should be ready to go pretty much green flag racing. Davin Cardwell still your race leader. Standball 2nd, Click 3rd, Sheridan 4th, Wilkie 5th. Eric Wilkie during that short green flag run, falling from that 3rd position back to 5th. We'll see if he can get back up to that final podium position. Here we go. Davin Cardwell back on the throttle. Max Standball back to the inside, trying to make it work. Can't get it done there through 1 and 2. Or 3 and 4, excuse me. And 1 and 2. Now he'll try it again. 1 and 2 diving down low. Click and Standball down on that bottom line. Cardwell still railing the top line. Coming to complete lap 19 of 33. That's 16 of 30 as we did those 3 original laps to sort out the field, get those cars set from the pole dash. We'll look back here. Kevin Click, Michael Sheridan doing battle for that final position. Jump back a little bit deeper in the field too. Let's go take a look back here. Christopher Monroe, Gage Stevens, Garrett Halsey, AJ Albreda, Larry Moody all in there doing some battle. Larry Moody just pulling away just a little bit ahead of these guys, just a bit. 3 wide up front. Let's go look at this one. We got another caution. Yes, we do. Click, Sheridan, and Wilkie were side by side. 3 wide through 1 and 2. Wanted to jump up there and see that one. Let's see. Who is it this time? Birthday, possibly? He's right there. Let's go back and look, see if something happened. Oh, nope. Off the back of the racetrack there. Blaine. No, I don't think it was Blaine Brink. Someone did go through that back corner of the racetrack. Pretty sure that's what brought out the caution. We will take a look. I believe this is our 4th caution. 13 laps left to go. Davin Cardwell, your race leader. Only 1 lead change. That was Cardwell taking over for Max Standball, who started on the pole. Sure, if Davin Cardwell could talk to us right now, he's wishing these guys straighten it out back there. Keep this thing green, ready to go. believe we're ready to go this time. Bye. Quickly, we'll give you the top 10. Cardwell, Stanball, Click, Sheridan, Wilkie. Top 5, Moody, Stevens, Monroe, Halsey, Albreda. The top 10. We'll get ready to go. Here we go. Green flag racing once again. I love this camera, so we'll go right back to it as they dive into 1 and 2. Stanball down to that bottom line again. They come out of 2. They'll go down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Davin Cardwell in the 70 out front in that orange and white paint scheme. There's Max Stanball diving down below him. We'll go back and look at this final podium spot because this has been a highly contested battle all night. You see Wilkie and Sheridan battling it out. It's going to be interesting to see who can hold on. Then you see Larry Moody back there just kind of lurking, watching these two do battle. There you see him dive down low that time, trying to get in there on it. Here comes the 5 of Gage Stevens. There's Moody, he's running in 6th. Gage Stevens trying to join this battle as well. Let's jump back up here, see Kevin Click. He's ran down Max Stanball. He's trying to battle for that 2nd spot now. Stanball's been pretty secure in that 2nd spot. Hasn't faced much pressure, but all of a sudden, Kevin Click's got something to click. He's starting to make his way through the field. Here he comes. Just completed lap number 27. So 6 laps left to go. Click trying to hold off Stanball, but he gets hold off Sheridan. He gets a great run out of 2 down the backstretch. He'll pull ahead of Stanball. He should be able to hold it out of 4 this time. Have to wonder if something's wrong with Max Stanball. He gets into Sheridan there. Oh no, there goes Kevin Click. That was kind of a accordion effect from Stanball and Sheridan getting together. Stanball and Sheridan touched, and I think Click just tried to avoid hitting Max Stanball, and that sent him off the back of the racetrack. Michael Sheridan in that 2nd place spot now. He's a full, almost now a full 3 seconds behind Davin Cardwell. Three laps left to go for your race leader, Davin Cardwell, in the 70 machine. He's running into lap traffic. We'll go up there and look. He's going to go around the 7 of Joe Moeller, put him a lap down. He's coming to 2 to go. He took over from Max Stanball, and he has not looked back. He is expanding on this lead. White flag in the air. He's going to send it down the backstretch one more time. Here he comes. He's going to take week 2 here at the Monday Night Thunder Series. Davin Cardwell takes the race win. Sheridan comes across for 2nd. Stanball will hold on for a 3rd place position. What a night for Davin Cardwell. Coming in here, first night in, going to take the win at Lernerville. Get them all set up for a picture here. Get them in the booth. Here comes Michael Sheridan and Max Stanball. There we go. We'll work on getting these guys in here. Let's see, we need Max Stanball. There he is. Let's pull him up. Max, you there? Yeah. All right, man. 2nd week in a row, you've got the pole dash. This time, able to put it on the podium. How'd the night go for you in the driver's seat? Yeah, is there anybody, don't have many questions for you, but any questions or anyone you'd like to thank before we send you on your way here tonight? All right. Thank you, Max. Congrats on the third place finish tonight. We will we will get our second place Sheridan in here. Let's see, we'll change this around. We'll get Sheridan in here. There he is. Michael Sheridan, you got a copy? All right, man. You were looking on the inside out there. What kind of got you those last couple laps? Find the right line to get you up into that second place spot. You had a pretty good battle going there for with Wilkie for quite a few laps. Good racing action. How tough is it to kind of keep the momentum going when you have 6, 7 cautions like you had tonight? All right. Is there anyone you'd like to thank before we send you on your way here tonight with your second place finish? All right, that is your second place finisher, Davin or Michael Sheridan. Will get your race winner, Davin Cardwell, in here in the booth. Ask him a couple questions before we wrap up the night. See if we can get him in here. Let's see, Davin. I know your microphone's muted, but can you hear me, Davin? All right, man. First night, I believe, on the circuit, or maybe second night, and you top it off with a dominating win by over 3 seconds. What kind of helped you get there tonight? Yeah, quite a few cautions there. I know that's tough on a leader. Did you have to change up your restart strategy a few times or change things up a little bit to keep the guys honest behind you? All right, man. Is there anyone you want to thank before we send you on your way here tonight? All right. That's your week 2 race winner, Davin Cardwell. We'll go through the results one more time here before we wrap it up tonight. Like we said, Cardwell taking the race win. He led 25 of those laps. Michael Sheridan coming across in second. Max Stamball led 4 laps. Eric Wilkie coming across in fourth. Rounding out the top 5, AJ Albreda. 6th, Gage Stevens. 7th, Larry Moody. 8th, Christopher Monroe. 9th, Garrett Halsey. And 10th, Braith Kalen. 11th, Kevin Click. 12th, Daniel Burkhart. 13th, Jake Erickson. 14th, Cody Meadows. 15th, Joel Moeller. 16th, Michael Berthay. 17th, Miles Jansen. 18th, Blaine Brink. 19th, Austin Stern. And Troy Wagaman finishing it out in 20th. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I know we had a few technical difficulties, streams cutting in and out now as I say it right now as well, but thank you for staying with us. We saw some pretty good racing action, especially in the back of the pack when Devin Cardwell pulled away. But we'll be back next week. I know Roger's got 2 races tomorrow night. and we'll get ready. Join us again on Wednesday as well, as we have our Ump Mod series going as well. 2 races. I do not believe we are doing a race Thursday night. So 2 races tomorrow night and Wednesday night. Tune in, join in. Thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for hanging in there with all the technical difficulties with the overlays and the stream. We'll get it straightened out. I'll get it fixed. Thank you for watching. For Roger Wagner and Dom Santina, you've been watching the Dirt Racing Network. Have a good